Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and I will answer one question here that has it comes from time to time, and I've seen it also in many ways as a tech guy, sometimes in a very puzzling way too, and it's about streaming platforms, streaming video. That when you get to the streaming videos, or to the videos that you want to watch, be it Netflix, be it any type of streaming service out there, it's a question about how there's buffering happening. And this question comes often. Watching YouTube videos and it buffers all the time. Watching Netflix, it buffers all the time. So, what are the things to look at in order for understanding where it's all happening? First of all, I think the first thing you should look at, is it one device only, or is it everything that you try to stream on? If your smart TV buffers, your PC buffers, your tablet buffers, one thing you already understand is that it has nothing to do with the devices you're using. It might have to do with your router. Is it an old router? Maybe it's time to change it. Your modem, the internet service provider's own modem and service. Maybe if you got old equipment, that could be one of the problems. So make sure that all of that is well connected. Make sure that you don't have equipment that's too old. But if it's really a problem, a general problem with everything, that could be the case. Now, if you're a family, you've got kids, you've got some intermittent problems of streaming, make sure that there's not something happening with one of the kids' devices where it's downloading huge amount of data. Maybe one of your kids is on torrents, downloading all sorts of illegal stuff. And that will, of course, bog down your internet connection as it uses all the bandwidth available. Of course, depending on the speed of your internet connection, if you've got kids and if you've got several people streaming different services, maybe if you reached the maximum of your internet connection, maybe you need to actually go to higher speed so that everybody that's streaming some HD content can actually be satisfied. Now, if it's only one device, then the device is probably the problem, and you need to look at what's happening. One of the things you could do is right-click in Windows, for example, go into the Task Manager, and look at the performance while you're streaming some content. In the performance, is something bogged down? Is your CPU always at 100%? Or maybe your GPU? Maybe you should look at the processes and see, is something else running in the background that's bogging down your system? If you are having constant buffering, maybe something is running and is making your PC kind of max out its power. So shut down all the software that you don't use, that you don't need. Make sure that the minimum is working. And of course, look at the Task Manager's processes to see what is using your CPU, or maybe sometimes if something is using your disk, the disk usage, for example, that could bog down your system. For the rest, it could be updating drivers. Maybe your graphics display adapter driver is older and it can't really cope with the latest technology. It needs an update. Maybe you need to check out if your manufacturer of your device has an updated driver for the graphics adapter. Update all of your drivers. Make sure that everything is up to date, and you'll see what happens with that. Like I said, multiple devices that are all buffering, something with your connection, your internet connection, not the devices. Only one device, maybe that device is having a hard time coping with the streaming itself. Maybe it's doing something else in the background that's making it slow. And of course, if it happens only once, don't necessarily think there's a problem. It could be, the streaming service you're trying to look at that as a temporary issue. And you can try different browsers if you're using browsers to go to the different streaming websites. Sometimes one browser is better than another at doing the same job. Don't overprotect your PC with tons of security software. That can bog it down to a level where streaming and internet connectivity can become slow. So make sure that you have the minimum running all the time. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.